All right, with that, Eric, thank you for being here. We'll pass it to you.
Thank you very much. So good afternoon, folks. My name is Eric Forsman. As I mentioned, I'm the Regional Development Lead for Minnesota Power, which is an Allete company. We will talk about both of our names here as we go. Really excited to be here as part of NorthForce's business meet and greet. We have been a corporate sponsor of the NorthForce program for a very long time. And as an energy provider, the success of our region is our success as well. And we want to make sure that we keep as much good talent that comes out of our region, either at Minnesota Power or within the customers that we serve here in Northeastern and Central Minnesota. So I will talk a little bit about the company and some of the career opportunities that we have. We like to call it limitless opportunities, and I'll get into what that means a little bit as well. But before I do that, I'll give a quick background of myself. So I've worked for the company for about 10 years now. I started in our human resources department and then transitioned about halfway through to doing more of an economic development role, which is really around engaging with our community, helping our customers grow, and making sure our communities are successful. That is not an atypical story. We have stories throughout the organization of people who started in one area and have been able to move through others. And that's because one of our core values as a company is around employee growth. And so on the right-hand side of my screen that I'm sharing right now, you can see what the corporate values are for Allete Minnesota Power, Superior Water, Light and Power, BNI Energy, Allete Renewable Resources, and Allete Clean Energy. These are all the companies underneath the Allete umbrella. Locally, most folks know us as Minnesota Power, but we actually do operate in 8 states throughout the United States as an energy provider that is really focused on a sustainable, clean energy future. And I'll get into a little bit about some of our progress there and why it's really exciting to work for the company at this time. And then our strategy is really about sustainability. We as Allete companies want to grow by answering the nation's call to transform our energy mix and find sustainable energy solutions across the states that we operate in. But you'll see some of our other values. It really starts with integrity. Safety is a core value of our company and everything that we do. Environmental stewardship is very important, and community engagement as well. This is a little bit more of a deeper dive on Minnesota Power, which I mentioned folks who are local know a little bit more about. So we are headquartered in Duluth, Minnesota. We have a couple of Itasca County folks on the call, which is great. We have a big presence in Itasca County and throughout the region as well. We serve a service territory of around 26,000 square miles, and we have 145,000 customers. About 144,000 of those are homes, residences, and then about 1,000 of those are commercial and industrial. We also sell power to 15 municipalities that then serve their customers directly and have a relationship with those communities. And we're really proud because we were the first utility in the state of Minnesota to deliver 50% renewable energy. So that means that whenever you are in a Minnesota Power location that is getting their electricity from us, on average, at least 50% of the power that's lighting your home or your business is coming from renewables already. And you can see the blue shaded area is roughly our footprint that we serve. I just want to get into this a little bit too before I get into more of the career stuff, because I think this is part of the reason people like to work here, is that we are working on really important stuff. When you get into the energy sector and some of the progress that we've made and been part of really positive change, we are already at that 50% carbon free renewable threshold. We've got big plans to be 100% carbon free by 2050. And then these are some of our milestones across the way, but we've come a long way as a company. Since I started in 2012, about 95% of the energy that was coming through the lights was from coal-fired generation. And that has been a significant change even in the decade that I've worked for the company. It's going to change a lot more going forward. So now I want to just get into a little bit of the types of careers that we have at Minnesota Power. So one of the phrases is small company feel, big company opportunities that bounce around the hallways. You'll see this with both employers on the call today. We've got kind of soup to nuts as far as what types of careers that you could work at within our organization. So we have many business folks who either work in finance, accounting, human resources, more of a customer related job like I have. We have a call center that is well paid for the market. And we also have a lot of technical folks, engineering, STEM related careers, and some of our more technical trade positions that we have at some of our facilities, whether it be a wind facility or a solar facility or a hydro generation plant. We've got all different types of careers that people work on. We also have internships, and some of those are out and have been posted already, primarily in the engineering field. And over the next couple of months, we really are going to be doing a lot of that recruiting in the STEM area specifically. You'll also see just, this is new for our company, but we started posting when opportunities are either hybrid or remote. So we have a hybrid work opportunity now for folks where, generally speaking, if you're hybrid, you're expected to be in the office about 2 days a week, but that can be flexible. And then we also have some positions that can be done completely remotely. But many of our folks still like to come into the office and see their coworkers. It's a great place to work with a lot of smart, nice people. Just a little bit more on employee development. That's one of the core values that I touched on at the very beginning of the presentation. It's something that's been really important to our company for a long time. We've only had one CEO that's ever come from outside of the organization. And all of the levels below that, it's a big focus on developing our own talent. So whether it was my story where I started in human resources and then moved around to something totally different where I'm involved in helping recruit businesses to the area, or my friend Thor's story, who started in security, working overnight, and then got his MBA, moved up through human resources, and then became our director of government affairs down in St. Paul, or any number of people that have done similar things. That's how we roll at Minnesota Power and Allete. It's just part of the fabric of trying to develop our own talent through tuition reimbursement, but also just opportunities to serve our community or be engaged in nonprofit boards or anything else that helps fuel a growth and development plan. We like to say we are competitive as far as compensation and benefits go. We are one of the larger employers within our region, so we do pretty well on that. We call it our Allete advantage. So it's very important, obviously, that we be competitive on those things, but also I would just say the work environment, the people that you're surrounded by, and the experience you have as part of the company is probably our biggest selling point. And then another thing that we're really proud of is we were the first yellow ribbon company in the city of Duluth, which is really about how we treat folks who are either veterans or military connected. That was a process that was employee driven, actually, and we're really proud to be able to support some of the career opportunities for folks who are either still serving or who are transitioning out of military service. And it's been something that we've built upon over the last couple of years through our Yellow Ribbon Committee, which is a group of folks who are looking at continuous improvement initiatives to try to make sure that we can support folks who are military connected. And then finally, this is part of the experience of working for Allete Minnesota Power as well, is that we have a culture of giving back and engaging within our communities. Our employees are some of the most generous folks in the communities that we serve. It's not atypical for the company or the employees to be some of the largest contributors toward local United Ways or other nonprofit boards, as well as not just giving money, but actually serving and providing our time on different organizational boards and committees as well. Our foundation that we have, which is a separate entity of the company, averages between $500,000 and $1 million a year in charitable giving throughout our service territory. So that's not just Duluth, but that's Itasca County, St. Louis County, Carleton County, Morrison County, Cass County, and there's probably about 4 or 5 others as well. So it's really important that we spread the love throughout our service footprint. And actually we have committees of employees that do a lot of the decision-making around where our dollars are going to go. And so that's something that folks who are interested in really enjoy participating on, and really just part of the ability to give back is part of the fabric of our culture here at Minnesota Power. And you can see some of the pictures of folks who have done anything from sewn masks to given supplies to different nonprofits here locally, to jumped in Lake Superior to raise money for the United Way, and many other things as well. And so that's the end of my presentation. I understand that we're going to hold questions until the end, and we'll see if the 2 folks on the call have any, but I think I'll turn it back over to you, Amber.